you make of the performance as a whole? Obviously, pretty heartbreaking to see at the end, but it felt like you guys were playing better football than you do on Thursday.
Yeah, most definitely, and that's what we really wanted to work towards, was just, the things that we did wrong in the last game, just try and be a little bit better in that. And you could see within this game that we were really trying to focus just on those movements within the team, trying to keep the ball through the midfield and swing it out to the opposite side. So when it happened, it worked really well. And I think what Joe was saying, we just need to make sure that we continue to do that and just keep building on those movements, because I think that's the best way for us to be able to play.
Both you and Holly presented really well from the ball. You were dropping deep, you're holding the ball up. Holly did it well on Thursday night, you did it well tonight. And it felt like you had a bit more, chemistry with Amy Sayer as well, who was kind of storming forward and drifting into space. What was Joe's instructions in terms of, being a target but on the deck?
Yeah, just try and stretch the field, make it as big as possible, and when Macca has the ball, just try and be an option for her. Sometimes to come sit into the pockets in the midfield as well, if that was on. You started to notice that Charlie then started to pop in the pocket, so it was just for my job to stretch the field as big as possible, control it, and just try and bring the midfield into the game. Sometimes it worked and sometimes it didn't. I think we've got to try and, minimise our lines in between myself and the midfield, but having Amy underneath worked really well, and I think we're building on that chemistry.
Ellie Carpenter really led from the front tonight. What is it like being in the box when you know that she's just running down that right?
I just love Ellie. She's got so much energy, and you just know that she's going to put everything she can into it to beat her defenders, and she does so each time. But as soon as she put her heads up, I was staring into her eyes deeply. It was kind of funny, and she really got me during those moments. And it was a really good ball. It was easy for myself to be able to put that one away. So she definitely helped me out.
You were kind of surrounded by Amy's. We've got Remy on one flank, and on another, and then Amy behind as well. So what did you make of their performances?
Absolutely incredible. I think they're all finding their feet, they're all understanding the role, and most of them keep going into different roles from club lamb into national team. So for them to be those type of players already at their age is incredible. It's so nice to see how much they've grown since they were all, I remember, 16-year-old kids running around the A-Leagues. So for me, it's incredible to see where they are today, and I really enjoy it because they're full of energy. It definitely helps me in my role.
How are you finding your role? Because there's times where you do get to come short and it would really be a big focal point in the team, and then at the same time you've also got to lead the line and press and start that defensive phase for the team. So what's that like, and especially today when the central combinations look like it was working very, very well?
Yeah, it's always full of ups and downs at times when you're on the field. Personally, if I was to drop in and then lose the ball, I know then that they're going to counter and have extra players going forward. So in the back of my mind, I kind of get a little bit disappointed within myself. But we kind of have a new system now. As soon as the ball's getting played backwards, it's just everyone needs to step, not just my line, which definitely helps. And then just be able to control the team, be able to be that leader at the front and not step too much and just hold that space so then our lines aren't too big so we don't get bounced around. So I think we did really well with that today, and just the vocals within the team telling me to step if I needed to step, to push. So yeah, really rewarding. Less running then for everybody if I do my job correctly. So yeah, the more we talk, the better we play, I think.
And plenty of players on the park tonight. Is it nice that so many different people are getting an opportunity to just get out in the green and gold and feeling that sense of value and contribution?
100%. There's so many players who have been pushing to get into this squad for years now, and to see them get back out onto the field, to have that within the team, to have competition, it's everything that you want. You want to be competitive, you want to be fighting for your role, you want to be fighting for any position within this team. So to have that and then to be so positive with your teammates and cheer them on, it's a really cool environment to be around. And really, this camp has been extraordinary with just the way that everyone's supporting each other and just trying to, we have all bought into what Joe wants to do, and it's really nice to see. And hopefully, in the next 2 games, we continue to grow as a unit and, get better and better.